Owen Wilson went over there to South Asia,
shit.
man. Yeah, him.
Him of all people.
Him of all people. You know he gonna cause.
Oh, yeah.
That Tommy, he didn't do nothing.
Really? Owen Wilson didn't do nothing.
Owen Wilson didn't do nothing.
It's that Owen Wilson boy. Went over there causing trouble with these Asians. And
That I believe.
He wasn't even there a whole day.
that's what's funny about it. He wasn't there a whole day before that country lost his goddamn mind. What happened? What did Owen Wilson do? Him and his wife, Lake Bell, in the movie, and their two beautiful daughters. What the hell could they have done? Well, in this film, he's in some country in South Asia. They don't say the name in the movie.
Yeah, they just kept saying Asia. I was like, is it Malaysia? Y'all don't want to nail down which country this is?
No, they don't. And I will tell
So
you
we
why.
can avoid going to that
I can tell you. Well, I can tell you exactly why in a little bit. But they go over there in this undisclosed location, and he's actually from Austin. He's like, wow, I'm a Texas boy. They're sending me over to this foreign land to work. How exciting. I'm hanging out with Pierce Brosnan, drinking and shit. So, this should not be that bad. New start for all of us. But when you know it, the timing. When he gets there, a revolution is starting. They've killed the prime minister, and since the prime minister is gone, they say, yeah, prime minister can't help your white ass now. So we are killing all foreign people here, especially in this one hotel, because apparently that's where all the foreign people are.
And all the people who aren't foreign, but were serving the foreigners, you died too.
Yeah, you died too. I will say this about this film right here. It is, the suspense in this movie is amazing.
It doesn't let up. There's tension in the family in as much as he's like, look, I got to do this. And he's trying to put on a brave face for everybody. And like, come on, guys, let's work together. Let's make this happen.
Usually for a movie of this type, it takes about a good 20 minutes or so to get to where we need to go.
Not this time.
Owen Wilson, he lands, can barely shit, shower, and shave before he, comes in, gets the bags in place, and say, honey, I think I'll go get a newspaper, figure out what's going on.
He just went to get a newspaper.
Just went to get a newspaper. He's walking to get a newspaper. He got that newspaper, and then that's when the movie said, time to kick in. And he's looking around like, what the fuck?
Already?
It's like a game fight. Yeah, he's like, I've been in this country 5 fucking minutes. It's funny because it happened so fast. He's like, is it something I did? He's like, shit, they really hate white people in this country, man.
I know he's thinking like the fucked up thing about it is like, if I would have been like 15 minutes late, I would have avoided this shit.
Yeah, yeah. I could have stayed at the airport. Got a flight right the fuck back.
Right, exactly right.
No. It's almost like they followed his ass. When he walks up, if you notice, like the rebels, they all got sticks and rocks.
Right.
The National Guard is out there in full riot gear.
Yeah.
The National Guard in this country fucking sucks, man.
They don't have any guns, do they?
Well, after they took them from the National Guard, because in less than 10 minutes, they overpowered the country. Dudes with broomsticks and rocks.
These motherfuckers got shields and shit.
Yeah, but you know what? The rebels have numbers.
The movie kind of moves too quickly in some parts. Like these guys who 5 minutes ago had rocks and sticks, out of nowhere, somehow they overpower the militia and get a helicopter.
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
No,
This is all on the same day, man. They got a helicopter.
No, they had a leader. And you could tell this guy was militarized because he's the one who kills the prime minister. They kill him with guns. They already established that these rebels have a leader and he's armed people.
I ain't buying that
Like
shit.
it might have started with these people in the streets, just the pedestrians, but they already had ammo.
They got a fucking tank, man.
Dude, what the fuck is going on? Now, the helicopter, that's one thing. A fucking tank is an entirely different thing.
A fucking tank, man.
You take over a tank with sticks and rocks.
You guys you don't know how Mexico works?
Look, man, this ain't like some cartel shit. These are motherfuckers.
That's different, cartel. It's completely different.
You like Tom? It's like what are they gonna have next? Like jets and nukes and and fucking Terminators and shit.
No shit.
You're being ridiculous.
No, I'm not. I don't.
Yes,
no,
you are. Yes,
no,
you are.
no, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Martin, this is the point where you enjoy the movie, so now you're gonna tell me how ridiculous I am. Well, my point is also valid here.
No, no. Hey, man, if you're gonna say stuff and have an opinion, that's fine. But if you're gonna say shit that's just wrong, I have to come in and stop you.
Well, what's wrong?
Because you act like it's impossible for these rebels to take over other military things. I mean, like the way they take over the cops right here. Yeah, of course they're going to disarm them. And this wasn't a coup that just happened overnight. There was planning that went into this.
So you can see where it's going.
Yeah, I'm liking it.
Yeah. You already see we're on opposite sides here. You full of shit. Yo, you full of shit. But your heart is racing for these people because the violence is something that's very real here, at least in the way they portray it. I mean, a simple fight with somebody, a thud on the ground, you hear bones crack, you see people, hurt and stumbling, and it just makes the more severe violence that much worse.
Yeah.
Anything is at stake. You feel bad and anxious for all the little actions. There's a scene in here where Owen Wilson has to throw his girl across.
Oh, yeah, that was in the trailer.
Yeah. Well, you saw in the trailer, you're like, that's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
That girl's
exactly
like, what the fuck?
I laughed so
you,
hard at that
Dad.
scene.
Man, I did too. Because he pretty much lied to her. He's like, baby, just close your eyes. We're going for a ride. And she's like, this ain't all the fucking ride. Kind of ride is this shit? Fuck you, Dad. And the older sister, she saw that. She's like, shit, fuck this. He had to catch her. She's like, she was like, I'll take my chances with these Asians. Hey, I surrender.
No.
I got daddy issues like a motherfucker. What did your daddy do to you? He made me fly. That's what happened.
It was like, okay, on the count of 3, 1, 3.
She's like, fuck you, I can count. These Asians in this film, they're not fucking around.
Yeah.
There is no knocking somebody out and moving on. This is not one of those movies.
Yeah.
You got to kill them.
Oh.
This is Hotel Rwanda shit.
Yeah.
This is like Hotel Rwanda in whiteface almost. They going around machetes and shit. And that's where the problem with the movie comes in for me.
Okay, that sounds kind of exciting.
Until you get into what I was just saying.
Okay.
This is the movie where, by any means necessary, let's make sure that we get the white family out. And meanwhile, every Asian person is a type in this film.
Okay.
Mar's looking at Mar. Don't give me that look, man. It's every Asian person in this movie is either a sidekick, they're a target, they're fodder for death, so they can show you how extreme the violence is.
Right.
And the rebels themselves, this plays out like a fucking zombie film, man. Almost. They have no emotion except aggression.
Yeah.
You could tell that they don't have a backstory really, except for what little you get, they're angry and they're losing their shit.
So they can't be reasoned with. But.
Yeah, and they seemingly don't have a fear of death. So they're just, being a faceless crowd. It seems like you're watching the Asian version of The Walking Dead.
Damn.
Get out the pool! Giant lifesaver in it. Come here.
That's some straight up zombie shit.
Man, seriously, I know you probably disagree, Martin. It's a kind of a shallow action film.
So there are
I didn't see it as being a deep political thriller.
Are they tried to have this deep political background to it?
No, that was the backstory that you complained wasn't there.
You know what I felt like when I was watching this?
What?
I felt like I was watching like a version of Resident Evil, like Resident Evil 5. I felt like I should have a gun and shoot targets and shit because it felt just like this because they don't have a name. They're just people who you're supposed to run from or protect yourself from or kill.
Yeah, so my question is, it's no like main character, not even main character, but side characters that you actually know a little bit about that are Asian. It's just they're like all nameless. And
There's one.
That's not good.
There is one, and he's a sidekick. I can see you like looking at me and thinking I'm probably being a little hard here. I mean,
A little bit.
Okay, where do you see me going astray here?
Well, okay, I feel like because you play those zombie games so much, that forced you to see it in that way, or influenced you to see it like that. But it was telling a story because the thing is, they're in a country where they don't know the language. There's no way of knowing who anybody is. We've seen things like this happen. I mean, you bring up Hotel Rwanda. That's a just even that fight between the Tutsi and the Hutu.
But the Africans had a voice in that.
Sure, but it's not the same movie. It's not the same even the same type of movie. I mean, you bring that up. That's a good backdrop for that kind of civil war. But these are in no way the same kind of movies. I mean, this is not a movie that's focusing on the drama. It's all about the suspense. It's all about the like, man, are you going to be on the edge of your seat the whole time? It's a thrill ride movie.
Even your lead villain in here doesn't have a name or any kind of thing. He just walks around all buck-eyed and slapping people. And I get the feeling that the movie knows this, and they're trying to make amends for it in a way. We don't want these people to look like savages, even though they're acting like savages. But to show you they're really not savages, we're going to have another white lead tell you their backstory, which is in the form of Pierce Brosnan right here.
That's what I was about to say. They couldn't. Was his character like totally necessary where they couldn't have swapped him for like maybe an Asian character?
Well, like Pierce Brosnan in a lot of movies, he's a retired James Bond.
The rebel leaders said we were trying to enslave their people by controlling the waterworks. And they were right. Most of those merciless men out there, they're just trying to protect their children, just like you. So don't thank me. I'm the one who puts your family in harm's way. Least I can do is get you out of the bloody place.
He's like, I'll throw you over this building right now.
He didn't have that look like if you weren't such a badass.
I'll kick your ass right now. For all the good action that's in the movie, when he comes in, it takes a ridiculous kind of action turn.
Yeah.
I mean, he's that action hero.
Yeah, because I noticed in a lot of the marketing, he's not even in it.
And you know what?
He's not in the movie a whole lot.
Yeah, he's not in the movie for a whole lot. You see what I'm saying? It's a short film. I know they don't have a whole lot of time to get into the backstory, but none of these people have a chance. None of these natives have a chance to speak for themselves. They're treated like fucking aliens half the time. Like, and what in these movies,
In an invasion movie.
well, you know, it's like one of those things where when you get the foreigner that's walking in this foreign land, all the natives, you always get, especially in Asia, man. What do you have? You always got that old Asian person just staring. You know, like right here. You know, he's walking down the alley. There's always an old person just looking at him like this and shit. Like they ain't never seen somebody like him before. Or they're out there cooking like some weird fucking animal that you ain't seen before.
Wait a minute. Wait, you're saying it like, yeah, they always got to throw this in there. Those things are real.
Yeah, I was about to say.
No, they're real, but we see them repeated in this type of movie. Just because a stereotype it exists doesn't mean we got to like portray it in a movie like this. I can see you don't see what I'm saying, man. Like when we went to go see that fucking movie, the Egyptian movie, which is one of the most racist fucking movies
Exodus.
out there. Yeah. What was it?
Exodus, Gods and Kings. Or
Exodus, yeah. Exodus, Gods and bullshit. So with that, you're not very sensitive to these issues like I am. Like I don't know how more blatant fucking racist it could get than Exodus, but you like, it's full of cool shit. So I liked it, but
No. I mean, I didn't disagree with you. I was just kind of over it. Like you talked it to death, where I was like, yeah, okay, that's there. What else is here? But here, like you're admitting that you're overly sensitive to it.
I'm not overly sensitive. I think I'm actually I think I'm actually very observant with this right here. Hey, you know what's up? Hey, brother. I'll tell you this. I don't know how to go around it because I don't want to insult you, man. You know, unless somebody calls you a nigga, you ain't upset. But you know, the thing is, man, I see this kind of shit.
Okay.
And I'm aware of it, and it's not gonna ruin the movie for me. But I'm gonna give this movie credit where credit is due.
Yeah.
All action films benefit from looking at the pacing in this film right here.
Really?
Yeah, man.
That's like the main thing for me is pacing. And you're telling me this shit takes no time to get into the action.
I mean, like with a small action movie that's all about the action. That's what you come there for.
Right.
They knew. They like, we know what this is about. We know what you're here for. They pull you right into it. You're almost not ready for it.
No.
You're like, damn, already? I barely got my seatbelt on. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm not just gonna sit up here and make some big social issue out of this. I'm giving the movie credit where credit is due. And if you go see this as a matinee, I'm not gonna say you wasted your time. I wish this movie could have been a little more. I wish it could have been a little more, not to use this word again, but sensitive to the natives that they have there. I don't like this kind of shit where you get people go and they treat everybody else like the fucking backdrops.
Yeah.
That's
and you're in their country.
And it's fucking 2015. I mean, this is and there's already Asian people saying, what the fuck, man? If you're Asian, I wouldn't blame you for being pissed off at this, man. This is your Exodus right there. So, giving this a rental, giving it a high rental. Because I even think, like, if you see this at home, it's you're not gonna miss anything. It's a decent action film with its priorities kind of in the wrong place.
Yeah.
That's you full of shit, Corey. Look.
No. Actually, you're not completely wrong. I just don't feel as passionate about those things as you do, and they certainly didn't weigh me down. But I did think, like, wow, what a cop out not naming the country. And yeah, you're right. It's done so they don't insult anybody. But I got enough backstory there. It was cool to have Pierce Brosnan come in for the time he does. He's a spy, but he's not over the top like a James Bond or a Jason Bourne. It's a great view of a regular guy caught up in some shit going down that's not letting up. And it's great to keep you on the edge of your seat. Culturally insensitive, yeah, some. I'm not going to sit here and act like it's not at all. It's a little bit, but not enough to overpower what's going on. I felt like I could pay a matinee price and be cool with it, which is actually what I did today.
Yeah, so did I. Wish I'd watched this shit at home. But you know, hey, I'm not gonna sit up here and act like this is old insensitive ass movie. All throughout the movie, I was like, I hope they make it. But you know, it's,
but so often, you know, it just looked like, yeah, I don't know, y'all.
I had no doubt. Owen Wilson looked fucking terrified in this movie, man. Yeah, it's looked like they gave his ass LSD and dropped him off in Vietnam. He's like, what the fuck?
Well, and that's actually another good point, because there's people who like, man, I don't like Owen Wilson. I don't like his shtick. He's not doing his shtick. I mean, as much as he does his shtick, it's just when he's with his kids trying to, you know, play with them. He comes off as a good dad, and you feel for him.
You better get a stick upside his fucking head.
But those two little daughters of his, you ain't had times when you want to scream at them like, what part of shut the fuck up or we're gonna die
Martin,
are you missing?
Can we agree to be insensitive about one thing here?
Okay.
When he threw that little girl, didn't you hope that he would miss? Did you hope that short ass would just drop in the middle of that fucking alley?
Actually, she was the good one.
No, because
it was the older one who kept acting out. She's the one who ran away to the pool and kept doing stuff and like stay right here. No, Daddy's like, oh my God.
No, they were both fucking up.
The little one, all she did was like, my teddy bear. It's like,
that's enough.
That's enough for me.
There's a motherfucker in the hallway with a gun. She talking about, don't leave Teddy. Don't leave Teddy.
You know? AK-47.
Yeah,
so,
exactly. Hey, you know what, bitch? You know what Teddy is? Right down there. Go get him.
You want him so bad, go get him. Meanwhile, mom's on the other side.
It was so cold-blooded how he threw it.
What part of fucking I want to live do you not understand?
You gonna kill me, bitch.
Yeah, but think about what the older daughter did right after that.
Yeah, and would have had excuse. Came back with no kids. What happened? Shit, they got him. The Asians ate him.